आवारा आवारा घूमे ये दिल आवारा आवारा. Avara is one of my favorite words. I had not been singing it, I've been living it since I got conscious. Avara means wanderer, but to the world, it actually means someone wasting their time doing unproductive things. But for me, it means the one who does what makes them feel happy. Because there's always a meaning and happiness to the journey which is unknown to the traveler. Hi, my name is Anurag. I'm a singer, writer, dreamer, and avara at MANZIL Mystics. My mystical life has a beautiful journey, and I call it MANZIL. MANZIL is an after-school alternative learning center in Khan Market, started by an IIM Ahmedabad graduate, Ravi Gulati. This organization helps you find a happy and safe space and help you find yourself as an individual. My story has 5 stages, which actually is a way I actually attain my own manzil through music and help me become this version of myself. Stage 1. Every first step to any venture is the hardest. So is in my case. I had big dreams just like every other child. But my problems were bigger than my dreams. I studied in a government school with an unclear purpose of education. A child with lost identity. MANZIL gave me an opportunity to create my own identity. I was academically below average and got 52% in my 12th grade and didn't get admission in any college. I got rejected from everywhere. And that's where I realized that every child has a dream. It's just these dreams are not heard or nurtured well. Stage 2. Satsang. Before joining MANZIL, I always thought that the word satsang means singing a devotional and religious song. But then I realized that it is a Sanskrit word where sat means truth and sang means in a group. So for me, satsang means singing something meaningful in a group. And that's the day I decided that if I am ever going on stage, I'll sing something meaningful and which gives messages of peace, unity, and harmony. MANZIL was highly inspired by Kabir ji and Mahatma Gandhi ji. As you might know that Kabir ji is a 15th century mystical poet from India. And I started learning its couplets, and the couplets became foundation stone for the band MANZIL Mystics. A band co-founded by my co-fellows, my students in MANZIL. And I continued the journey. MANZIL actually revived Kabir's poetry and messages of Gandhi ji to actually uplift and awaken the minds of today's youth. I was learning in MANZIL and singing songs of Kabir and got 100% scholarship to go to the US. It felt like I was actually living the dreams and the words I was singing on stage. जरा हल्के गाड़ी हाँको मेरे राम गाड़ी वाले जरा हौले हौले गाड़ी हाँको मेरे राम गाड़ी वाले. These were the songs I was singing. This is a 15th century Kabir song, which actually means having a patience and becoming a good human being. But you must be wondering that how come a below average student from government school and non-English background got 100% scholarship to the US and even there got 4.0 GPA. Well, because music is my muse. It actually taught me everything I know today, and it became a ground where I could build my cathedral of creativity. It hypes me. It actually built me. I learned a lot through the songs that I was singing. And that's where I decided that I can do much more than this. I don't know where I would be today if I couldn't sing and play. And stage 3, which is Samvad. Samvad means dialogue. MANZIL Mystics believe that any song, any Sangeet is incomplete without Samvad. The dialogues give life to the songs that we sing. I remember very carefully selecting the songs and discussing it in depth for months before going on stage. And the activity actually made every song come alive for myself and my band. And that's where I realized that the purpose of educating child and exposing them to music is not about making them musician. Is actually about leading them towards the treasure of happiness and becoming a good human being. And I wonder that how many children are there who are actually getting that. And that's where I decided that I will actually keep on searching and discussing this samvad with all of them. Stage 4, Sangeet. After coming back from the US, I kept my journey with my band MANZIL Mystics. The child with lost identity actually creating its own identity with the band MANZIL Mystics. We started curating performances and writing original songs based on Kabir's and Gandhi's philosophy. And that's where we started writing and composing songs. I remember that we used to go and perform different parts of the Delhi, and actually I could see that people were dancing on the songs that they didn't know and never heard before. And it was very amazing, and one could actually feel that how each member of the band actually married each word to make come alive for the audience, the lyrics. And that's where I decided to be a change maker, to create ripple of positive change, where we could actually be not only be a good human being, but also make sure that people understand the power of music. And that led me to the final stage, which is Swadhyay. By this time, the student had become the master. I became the CEO of the very organization I was student in. MANZIL was not only the greatest path I walked in, it actually became the most important and precious milestone for me as a social entrepreneur. At MANZIL, I was learning about running a music class, integrating music education, learning about donor management, fundraising, and all that. And I never thought that I will ever leave MANZIL, ever. And then one day I found out that there are 4.4 million children only in Delhi. And 80% of these children do not get any access to music education. Further, my thesis in social work helped me dig deeper that the limited access to music that education the children have is limited to entertainment sector only. I couldn't gather my courage to find all about 444 million children in India. And that's where I realized that satsang, samvad, sangeet is important, but it's not enough. We need to incorporate Swadhyay. Swadhyay means reflection, but for us it means reflective action. There's no point learning if you don't change. And that's where we realize that what can be done. And we thought that the Messiah that we all were looking for all life, it was all inside us. And we decided that हम करेंगे कोशिशें होंगे कामयाब, मुश्किलें कम होंगी खुशियाँ बेहिसाब, हम करेंगे कोशिशें होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. And guess what? We started looking for non-profits which needs bands and where the children might want to learn music or maybe learn through music. And guess what? Every non-profit school, every government school accepted our proposal. More than them, the children were accepting us. We knew how to run non-profit organization but didn't know the precise details of it. So to understand that, we started joining different fellowships and incubation programs. And by 2017, MANZIL Mystics became a non-profit organization with 5 band members and one friend from MANZIL. The child with the lost identity actually built its whole community and identity called MANZIL Mystics, a band and a music non-profit. Now you must be wondering that what is it? What happens? What exactly happens? What happens in a classroom? So let me just tell you very quickly. MANZIL Mystics teach children how to sing, write and compose a song. And we design the activities in a way that through Our satsang, the meaningful song, we cover the samvad for social emotion skills, mental hygiene, reproductive health, all through music. The children, by the end of their journey, write an original song based on their learning, and followed by an action project, which can be a community concert, maybe educating their peer, or maybe simply planting trees. How exactly it happens? So we run a music-based fellowship to cover all our themes in education, gender, and livelihood. We mindfully identify, train, and onboard musicians from low-income family and place them in a government and low-income school where they spend 20 hours a week educating 400 children. And we spend 20 hours a week upskilling these musicians so that in 2 years they can get jobs in entertainment, development, and education sector. We run it through India's first mobile music classroom and a recording studio. Yes, we converted a huge truck in a super high quality recording studio, music classroom, and a performance stage. Without electricity, this bus can run for 8 hours in a row. Every classroom journey has 4 pillars: satsang, sangeet, samvad, and swadhyay. And you must be wondering what happens in a class. So imagine a classroom with a child from a slum learning and talking about problems in toilet, and they're writing, टूटे नल है बाल्टी गायब और है नाली जाम, चोरी करके ले गया कोई, हो गया काम तमाम, साइनज लेके उड़ गया कोई, कैसे हम ना जाने, खबर नहीं है हमको कोई, हम कैसे अनजाने, एक दिन टॉयलेट खो जाएगा, होगा नहीं हिसाब, तो हम करेंगे कोशिशें, होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. The National Education Policy 2020, the National Curriculum Framework 2023 have explained very briefly and thousands of research in the world that why music education is important for every child in every school. Manzil Mystery doesn't exist to share that again. I'm just here to share that there are more than 3 million children only in Delhi who do not have any access to music education. और जिस इंद्रधनुषी और खूबसूरत एजुकेशन सिस्टम और जिंदगी की कल्पना हम करते हैं वो मैथ साइंस इंग्लिश सीख के नहीं मिलेगी. No, I'm not saying that math, science, English is not important. Neither I'm saying that music is the most important piece for child's education. I'm just saying that it's an important piece. Without music education, the whole education cannot be holistic. Music gives mental nutrition. What we know that mental nutrition is as important as physical nutrition. Music education is as important a midday meal. आओ हम ढूंढ ले जीवन के सातों रंग, अपनी मंजिल एक हो, साथ हो हम सफर. We are one. From today we'll color light bright like the sun. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for melodious deliverance. Now it's time to express our heartfelt appreciation to Mr. ANURAG for gracing us with his soulful melodies and inspiring words. As a token of our gratitude, we have the honor of presenting him with a memento. Sir, may these gifts serve as a reminder of the joy and inspiration you have brought to us today and the countless lives you have touched through your music and wisdom. For this, I would like to invite Dr. Rashmi Chandal on the stage. beautiful poetry.